Our focus today will be on dividing an amount in the given ratio. So now, just imagine if you have money and you have to share it in a specific ratio. Do you know how you're going to go about doing it? This is what we are learning today. And I hope by the end of this lesson, you will be able to go and apply what you have learned. Okay, the steps that we'll take in dividing the amount in a given ratio is to find the sum of values in a ratio, divide the required proportion by the sum of values in the ratio that we've calculated previously, and multiply by the given amount. Then you will be able to know how much each person is supposed to get. So now, let us have a look at the first example. Pule and Lerato have won 1,200, and they want to share the money in the ratio 1:2. Remember, we need to make sure that we know whose proportion is which one. So Pule is to Lerato. Then the proportion we are having is 1:2. So we determine the amount each one of them will receive. So can we start now by adding? So when we add, we say 1 plus 2 because we want to get the sum of these values. So 1 plus 2 is equivalent to 3. Now we can start with Pule. So for us to know how much will Pule get, then we know Pule's proportion is 1. Then we will have 1 divided by 3, which is the total, and we multiply by 1,200. So when we multiply, the answer that we are going to get is going to be 1 divided by 3 multiplied by 1,200, which is 400. Right. So this is the amount that Pule will get. And let's check how much will Lerato get now. Lerato will now, because her proportion is 2, the amount that Lerato will get will say 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 1,200, which will be 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 1,200, which is 800. So the other way of getting the second amount can be to subtract 400 from 1,200. But as well, you can continue with the method of determining the ratio. That will help you because you won't mess up then. Okay, so the question actually was worked out. I hope you can see in the background today. Let us go to question number 2. Lulu gave 350 to her daughters. Her daughters are Nono and Noma. So we have Nono is to Noma. The ratio we are having is 3:4, meaning the ratio of Nono is 3, the ratio for Noma is 4. Okay, calculate the amount that Noma should receive. Now the focus is on Noma. But remember, we must first add the ratios first. So it will be 3 plus 4, which gives us 7. So now to determine how much will Noma get, we will then say 4 divided by 7. We multiply by the amount given, which is 350. Let us press the calculator together to get our answer. Then we will say 4 divided by 7, and then this is multiplied by 350. And the answer we get is 200 rand. So Noma will then get 200 rand. So now that you understood, then we can move to the practice. And I hope you will be able to solve this practice with me. Mpho and Thabo are sharing a house, and they must share the electricity bill in the ratio 2:4 according to the number of people in each family. So now the ratio, because we are having Mpho is to Thabo, it means Mpho's family members are 2, Thabo's family members are 4. So the ratio is 2:4. So the bill for March was 2,085. calculate the amount each one should contribute. So it means you should calculate the amount for both. So let us start with the amount that Mpho will get. But you know, for you to calculate that amount, number one, we must get the sum of these values in a ratio. Then we will say 2 plus 4, which gives us 6. Now that we have 6, let us calculate how much must Mpho contribute now. So for us to calculate the amount that Mpho will contribute, allow me to write M because of the space here. Then because Mpho's proportion is 2, we will then say 2 divided by 6, which is the sum of the ratios, and then we multiply by 2,085 rand. So now when we multiply, press the calculator with me. 2 divided by 6, multiply by 2,085, then we get 695. So remember what I said. I said you can as well subtract this amount from the total to get how much will Thabo contribute. But because I want you to excel in the skills of applying the ratio, I want us to do this together. Still use the same method. How much will Thabo contribute? Then Thabo, we will say for Thabo, because Thabo's proportion is 4, we will then say 4 divided by the sum, which is 6, multiplied by 2,085. So now, let us press the calculator together. As we press the calculator together, we will have 4 divided by 6. We multiply this by 2,085, and then the amount that Thabo should contribute is 1,390 rand. So when you write the examination, always after calculation, you can add the sum you can add these values to find out if they give you this total, because actually at the end of the day, the total should be just the same. So I'm sorry, there's an issue with my technology here, but I think I'm sorted now. But basically what I was saying is that at the end, make sure that you add these two values to get your total, and you know that you've done the right thing. I want us to go for an ad break, and immediately after an ad break, I want to continue with you with the application.